At www.spreaker.com, create your own radio show and find thousands of exclusive radio channels.
It's Saturday, April 14th, 2012. I'm ChangeDaChannel, going over the news, calculating the inner workings of the system. Obama approves non-lethal aid to Syrian rebels. And man, you know that the CIA is all up in it, and you know them fools are giving them lethal arms. I mean, it's what they have always done. I mean, don't take my word for it. You can just look up on the Freedom of Information Act part of their website. We armed Al-Qaeda when they were against the Soviets. We armed them again in Libya. And now we're giving them aid in Syria. I mean, come on, man. Now, I know that not all the rebellion or Al-Qaeda or anything like that. But that's what these terrorists do best. Get unsuspecting others to do the dirty work, thinking it was their idea all along. Got it to the desired destination. I mean, seriously, this is textbook CIA all day.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can openly admit that they are aware of Al-Qaeda being there, but still going to give them aid. I mean, just check out what old Hillary Clinton had to say about it.
Well, Kim, we still have a very strong opposition to foreign intervention from inside Syria, from outside Syria. We don't have the United Nations Security Council approval, legitimacy, credibility that comes with the international community making a decision. We have a very dangerous set of actors in the region, Al-Qaeda, Hamas, and those who are on our terrorist list, to be sure, claiming to support the opposition. You have many Syrians more worried about what could come next.
Now, what would happen if we tried doing that? Aiding terrorists isn't basically what it is, and isn't openly admitted. If we did that, I mean, we could do that by accident, by sending a donation to what we think is an aid program for the hungry. But it's not. Then what would happen? We get a one-way ticket to that glorious vacation spot, Club Gitmo, where daily activities include sensory deprivation and waterboarding. Come on, man. This is the he do as we say, not as we do doctrine all day long. Get 'em, Bruce. Man, and on a smaller note, I mean, you'd actually get to play soccer on the new taxpayer soccer field. I mean, you know, that's if you're good. If you're good, you get to play on the new taxpayer soccer field. I think it was like $750,000. And then it seems to me if they keep building there, they have no intentions of shutting it down, do they? Or did they just waste all of that money for fun? The key figure in the GSA, Government Services Administration, won't testify on the Hill, pleading the fifth after all of the things that have come out and come to light. He feels he won't be treated fairly. Man, come on, man. These terrorists spent up all our money whining and dining the highlight. And then made videos bragging about spending up all our money. Man, spitting in our face if you ask me. Man, shoot, get him again, Bruce. Man, seriously. And what's going to happen in the end? There's going to be a slap on the hand. Some resignations. I mean, what's going to happen? They're going to be ordered to pay back the money. Man, this goes on every single day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, in multiple ways. And we wonder why times are hard, why we don't got no money. Man, because these turds are spending it all up lavish in the lifestyle of the rich and shameless. Top scientist says fluoride has already been shown to cause cancer deaths. Oh man, now you're gonna get the deniers all panties in a bunch with this one, but hey, here it is. In 1997, it was shown that fluoridation caused about 10,000 cancer deaths in studies by Dr. Dean Burke, the former head of the cytochemistry section at the National Cancer Institute. All right now. You're going to have that from time to time on this live stuff. But after analyzing the study results in rats, it was found that animals who drank fluoride water showed an increase in tumors and cancer in oral cells, developed a rare form of bone cancer called osteosarcoma, showed an increase in thyroid cell tumors, and developed a rare form of liver cancer also. Now, other research resurfaced by Dr. Dean Burke also showed that fluoride increases the cancer death rate. Dr. Burke referred to a study conducted which compares the 10 largest U.S. cities with fluoridation and the 10 largest without. And what researchers found was that following fluoridation, deaths from cancer went up immediately in as little as a year. They do not care, people. Not at all. They don't care at all. They don't care about you. They don't care about any of this stuff they put out there. I mean, look at what they've already done. Remember DDT? Remember that good stuff being sprayed throughout neighborhoods, indirectly on people? I mean, all you got to do is look up DDT being sprayed in neighborhoods on YouTube. Man, I'm telling you, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. And, but, so, they always tell us these things are safe for us. They're safe. It's okay. Hey, it's actually good for you, man. It's good for you. I mean, and then sooner or later, it's going to come out. It's going to come out that these things are bad for us. And when they do, it's going to be too late. It's going to be old news. These things are not safe for us. It's a proven fact. And we know it. Look at asbestos. Look at all the deaths caused by that crap that was, supposed to be safe. It was supposed to be, but guess what? It wasn't. Look at all the pharmaceuticals that are supposed to be safe. All the food that's supposed to be safe. It's not. It's not. And they always call them and go, yeah, whoops. One day things are good for us and help us in this thing we call life. The next day it kills you. And where do they go? They say, whoops.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can poison you. That's what these people do. They can do it and get away with it and shift the blame and then or throw out the old timely thing of like, quit living in the past. Let's look towards the future. Mistakes were made in the past. Blah, 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 blah. Anyhow, I'm going to take a short break and I will be right back. And U.S. officials say that the U.S. has no intention of ending drone strikes in Pakistan. Man, come on, man. You ever notice that Pakistan is the only nuclear country that gets punked like it does? I mean, Pakistan government says no more violation of our sovereignty. The U.S. does it anyway. Excuse me. It's an act of war, really, but Pakistan doesn't do a thing. It's almost like these terrorists want to see how far they can push the envelope. Man, they kill tons of civilians. Heck, they even blast the Pakistani army. Well, then I do that. I mean, come on, man. What would we do if Pakistan said, hey, there's a bunch of Al-Qaeda terrorists in the U.S. that threaten us, so we reserve the right to attack them first. I mean, the U.S. calls it a preemptive strike, and then they started bombing towns here in the U.S. Man, I don't think that stuff would fly. It wouldn't. It's hypocrisy at its finest, people. It's the do as we say, not as we do mentality, and wonder why people are ticked off at us all around the world and blame us for everything that's wrong in the world. Man, I say you got the wrong guy. I mean, I've traveled all over the world and have been through Europe, all through the Middle East, and have totally had people tell me that they were glad to have met me so that they didn't hate all Americans. I mean, as shallow as it sounds, I mean, seriously, these turds' actions are blamed on us because of the why don't you do anything about it mentality, which is just as crazy. These turds in command have learned from all the other empires' failures and successes to be way ahead of the game. I mean, you know, can they slip up? Of course they can. But more than likely, they already have a contingency plan for most anything that will happen. I mean, well, what in the world do we do, you might ask? And I say we just keep doing what we do and what has been done. There is no instant gratification in this war. People before us passed us the baton along with a lot of valuable information to take and evolve and all of that, and we will pass it on as well. I mean, I can live with that because I know sooner or later we will find a solution that encompasses all. I believe in the individual, irreplaceable being that will never be here in this capacity again. I mean, seriously, it's the song that has never been wrote before, you know, the painting that has never been painted, but it's all of it is formed from what was before.
Yes, we can.
I mean, Romney assures the NRA of support for gun rights. Oh no, come on, man. See, this stuff starts to get scary if you if you support something or you feel there's a right for something, when one of these turds start talking about it and saying, oh no, I support it, yeah, it's all talk. And even openly acknowledged by groups like the Council on Foreign Relations that it's okay to pledge things that you can't deliver. I mean, I call it a lie, but that's just me, as long as it's when you're campaigning. I mean, look at all that crap the presidential turd now did with all the yes we can crap. Gitmos open and operational still. No more eavesdropping wiretap crap. Yeah, right, is increased under both the Patriot Act renewals, National Defense Authorization Act, and on and on and on and on. But hey, who am I but a tinfoil hat wearing crackpot for pointing out the lies and deceit that these clowns have just keep coming up with over and over and over again. You know, it's straight up. Romney, I don't believe you flip-flop no more than I do the turds that are in right now. All of this Obamacare. Does anybody really know what that whole thing is even about? Really? Has anybody read the whole health care bill and everything? Now it's in the Supreme Court to see if it's unconstitutional, which, you know, I think it is. I mean, if you look at it, these turds can talk about regulating interstate commerce all they want. It's just like Chief Justice John Roberts said in the hearings. If I understand the law, the policies that you're requiring people to purchase must contain provisions for maternity and newborn care, pediatric services, and substance use treatment. It seems to me that you cannot say that everybody is going to need substance use treatment or pediatric services, and yet that is part of what you require them to purchase. Excuse me. I mean, come on, man. Really? Really? So, in Obama's comments on the whole, Supreme Court and everything, which when translated, he basically said, you find in my favor or you're wrong. It's like votes not counting unless you vote for their guy. Come on, man. Look at the IRS gets $500 billion, $500 billion to enforce this law. This just kills me here, people. The IRS will be the enforcers of health care because you have an option not to get health care but pay penalty tax, which if not paid you go to jail and are fined more money. They are forcing us, people, forcing us. That's where I have a problem with the whole thing, to purchase a service and make us get things that not everyone needs. Unconstitutional all day long. I don't care what these people say. I don't care. I don't care at all. It's unconstitutional all day. It's not even a little bit fair for people. And don't get me wrong, I think people should have health care and be taken care of. I really do. But the government always takes things too far, too intrusive, too forceful with everything they do. It's like with Social Security. Oh no, I don't want to stomp on no toes, but come on, man. Why not be able to opt out of that and sign off on being totally responsible for your own retirement? Nope. You don't have a choice. Not because of anything else, but because they already spent that money a long time ago and they need our money to replenish the pot. Now, think that money they take out of your check is being put back for you? Oh man, ain't no way. Just no way. It's not happening. It's being used to pay what they spent. Anyhow, get 'em, Bruce. Get him again. Get him again. Go on and get him one more time, bro. Anyhow, that's been the news for this Saturday, April 14th, 2012, Boss Podcast. I'm ChangeDaChannel, and I will catch y'all next time. I'm out.
Thank you.